Hello gamers, it's Softkitty99 and today we're back in Castle Flipper to continue build number 7 of the plots from the Royal Landlord. In the last episode we built the structure of the house and added some lights, so now we're going to finish it off by decorating. So for the upstairs we need 2 beds and at least 1 closet, I think. Now, will that fit so that we can still walk around the edge? I think it will. So I think we were lucky enough to fit 2 double beds in. In the last episode I thought we might have to use single beds, but I think we're going to be fine with the double beds. I can always move things around if I'm not happy, but I think that's going to work okay. And then we've got this big solid full wall here to pop the closet on, which was the plan from last episode. There we go. And we've still got a little bit of space here. We might even put a chair, maybe one of those little double simple sofa things. Yeah, one of these. Shall we do the brown one and pop it just under the window? That would be quite nice to have somewhere to sit while you're popping your shoes on and stuff. Maybe even a little bit of a decorative table as well for a surface to work, because that kind of looks a bit like a dressing table sort of thing, doesn't it? Maybe something decorative as well up here just to make it look nice. I really like this like embossed shield thing. Maybe we can pop that up here. Yeah, I like that. One of the round shields can maybe go on this other end wall, just so everything doesn't look so plain and undecorated. There we go, that looks quite nice I think. So we've got 2 beds, closet, table, sofa, a little bit of decoration. So downstairs now can be like sitting room, kitchen area. So we'll put a rug in front of the door, and then maybe we'll do kitchen over here and then sitting room behind us. Or do we want a sitting room and a eating and kitchen thing over this side? I think that might work, yeah. So if we put a couple of like cabinet things here, that meets our requirement because we only need 1 cabinet. And we want 2 tables, but we put 1 upstairs as a decorative, almost like dressing table. So if we have a nice dining table here, let's use the round one. We haven't used the round ones for a while, have we? And then we can put a couple of chairs with the table. Which sort of chairs shall we use? Shall we use this high-backed one? Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I quite like that. So if we put 2 of these, yes, I like that. And then here we can do like a sofa, and maybe even a reclining sofa. Now, is there a matching? There is a matching coloured sofa, isn't there? Yes. Now, I'm not sure that would fit under there, so maybe we can rotate it over here. There you go. So I think we've met all the requirements, haven't we? So we can put whatever else we want to put in, rather than feeling obliged to put something specific in. So I really like this little cabinet with that fretwork front. So I think we'll add that, and then a rug of some sort, and maybe some other forms of decoration. Let's put a book on top of here if I can get it to place. Let's try that again. Thank you. That's got a pretty cover on it as well, that one. And then how about these? These rugs I think will kind of match the colour of the sofas. So if we put them diagonally in front of the sofas, I like that idea. Yeah, I like that. And the wind's still blowing through this house, look at that. That is really weird, that wind. I like it as an atmospheric thing outside, look, it's even more stormy out here, look. Now we've got a solid stone house to protect it from the elements of the weather, because it's kind of very strong weather, isn't it? So yeah, so we've got a little decorative section here, and we've got our 2 beds and our closet and somewhere to sit up here. I like this. This is a different layout upstairs. I like that U shape. Used a round table, which we haven't used very often, and we don't tend to use that. Is that lounging chaise, that one there? Is it called a fainting couch? I think it's called a fainting couch, isn't it? It's a bit of an unfortunate name. You don't want people fainting all over your buildings. Right, we need 1 garden, 4 trees and 5 flowers. So if we put the 5 flowers in our garden, and then we can put our 4 trees around the plot, because we've got lots of grass space, and maybe we even put a fancy planter to balance out the house. And I always like having a little bench to sit in the garden. So on days when you don't have this high wind pouring across, you would like to sit outside, but you wouldn't want to sit out in a day like we're building on. And yes, I think a well, if we're out in the countryside, it's probably going to be a good addition to any property, just to make sure you've always got access to clean water. So let us choose some of our favourite pretty plants. We need 5, so we will definitely have this one because I really love that one. I think it's gorgeous, and I like the purple and white. I love this little yellow one, except for when it gets stuck in the wind, and we've got a lot of wind here, haven't we? So maybe that one wasn't the best pick. And these little pink ones are quite pretty. There's 2 of those. They're rather pretty, those. There we go, that's our flowers. We've got 6 because we put the planter out as well. So that is the finished house, basically. We'll just run around now and put the trees in, and then that will take us away from the property. So we could just put 1 tree in each corner, or we could put them down one side as like a windbreak, if you could figure out which way the wind comes mostly from. But of course, because we've got quite a lot of grass at the edge, you can manage to sneak in that bigger tree at the back corner. Or we don't want one in that corner because we've just put the well in there, so maybe we'll put 2 along this back section. Bigger one in the corner, and then maybe a smaller one in the middle. There we go, completed, and we made a little bit of profit. We didn't make a huge profit on that one because that was quite an expensive plot of land to buy, but I think we've done really well with that one, and I think we can maybe sneak in another build in this episode. So this would be number 8, plot number 8 that we'll be getting from the Royal Landlord. Yeah, this one's 4,000, so this one is a cheaper plot, so it should be easier to make a profit on that one. The higher the cost of the plot, the harder it is for you to make the profit on it. Ooh, we're in winter, look. Oh yes, this looks different because we're in winter. Yes, this looks like a different location again, doesn't it? Oh, cool. So we've got like a winter location, a summer location out in the greenery, and then we've got the new city location, which seems to be like a summery in-town one as well. So that's quite nice. This has got a little bit different again. Right, so this time we have 6 foundations and 1 garden. And it looks like we're starting with quite a few, so if we keep what we've already got and extend, it could become quite a big house. So there's a board or something here to pick up. Oh yeah, lovely. Right, let's grab our axe. We have a few trees. Possibly 4 trees. Number 1. 2. And chop. And then we will have all the space to work with. The trees look quite dead, but then it is winter, so you wouldn't expect trees to have lots of leaves in winter. But it does seem that it only lets you cut down the dead ones or the ones that are completely in the way. Let's remove the stumps from what we've cut down, and then we've got a box to move. And there's one more tree here in this front section. Grab our axe again. Choppy choppy chop. Clean up, And then we have to decide where we're going to put our foundation sections. Let's think. I think at least one of these walls is going to have to be moved. The question is, which one are we going to move to make the house make sense? So it's 3 wide at the side here. I think maybe we extend backwards. There's a number of different ways we could do this, but 6... I don't want it to be plain square, blocky again. I think we take this one out. And I think we want to put the roof different. So here's what I'm thinking. We put 3 across the back. We add 1 here, so that's 4. Do we make a balcony, or do we extend the house, or do we 5, 6 here? Then we'll have to move this wall. Yeah. And now where do we want the entrance to be? I think the entrance should be on this front section. But do we make it on the front or on the side? I think we might make 2 doors. Access, so 1 on the very front section and 1 kind of after the side here like this. We managed to get in the really nice set of stairs this time. Sometimes it doesn't allow you to put the nice stairs in, but luckily it did this time. So we'll add windows first, and hopefully that will make sense. Yes, I think that makes sense. So if we now fill in the gaps with the 4 walls, and then we'll see if we're happy with what we've got. Oh, they've got the pristine rock floor look down there. I do like that. I think that's a gorgeous tile floor. I'm thinking that the house might be big enough here to separate it into 2 different rooms. And we haven't used plaster for a while, so let's do that. So we did a stone one at the beginning of this episode, and then last episode we did a wood one, so now we'll do a plaster one, so we've done 1 of each type of material. And I think we'll keep it at a single story. Do we separate it? We could separate it into 2 different rooms, but because I've put doors in 2 different sections, I'm not sure you'd want a door in like your bedroom. So maybe we do keep it open plan instead. But now we've made it a different shape, we've got to figure out how to do the roof. Not quite sure how to do the roof now. Oh look, there's almost like a gap in that corner. Let's see. We've gone for plaster, so maybe we do the... let's do the crisscross. I just think we did just use that in the last build, but I really like it, and I think that it fits best for this current build in this wintry scene. I like it. Oh look, we've got the moon up. It's winter and it's dark, and I'm going to keep building so that our clients get our job as soon as possible. Right, which roof are we going to use? I'm tempted to try and do something different. Let's use this little like V-shaped thing, because we're going on a some of it is 2 wide, and then there's this front section here is 3 wide. So if we use any of the up and down shapes, standard V shapes, it's going to leave us with a little bit of a problem in this corner trying to make them meet. So if we use this like one that we've used here, that should make everything join up quite nicely. So if we look from the sides now, that actually looks nice. Yeah, I think that was definitely the best one to go for. And now with our garden, we only want one plot, so we could put it in that corner there between the 2 sets of stairs, or we could put some benches in there as well. Depends how you want to lay it out. I think I'd be tempted to put benches in that section and then make more than one garden plot along the side of the house somewhere. I think today we use the big canopy 4-poster style bed. I think it's quite imposing and it's beautiful, and we can fit 2 of them in this house because it's quite large. So if we fit those there across that section, then that gives us space in the middle to add some other piece of furniture between them. We need 3 closets though, so that's actually going to take up a lot of space. Ooh, and we've got quite a lot of windows. Oh no, it fell over! Okay, I got punished for trying to put a closet in front of a window. It fell over. Oh no. I wonder if I can fit 2 in like one section of wall there. Do you think we can fit it? I'm not sure that 2 would fit, to be honest. It would be really cool if it did, but I have a feeling it might struggle. So let's try and put... Can we do it? Oh, we can do it. Right, so we've got 2. That's good. I like that. 2 cabinets, 3 closets, 6 chairs, 3 tables. Wow, that's a lot of tables. Right, so if we put the chest of drawers, a nice one there that matches our wardrobe, that will be a cabinet and 2 closets. So we want 6 chairs and a big table, and we want 3 tables, so we can use this decorative one next to the front door, so that's like somewhere to put stuff as you come in and out. And it's, like I said, it's almost could be utilised as a dressing table as well because of the style of it. Then we're going to want a little bit of a kitchen thing, so we can put that near the back door because that fits up against the wall and doesn't impede the opening and closing of the door. And then we can put in our final closet as part of the kitchen, and we can add another like cabinety type thing there to finish off the kitchen. Maybe not. It's quite rather big, isn't it, that? And we don't actually need it. Maybe we should put in all the things we need first. Right, which table should we... What about this one? We haven't used that for a while, and it looks like very countrified kitchen-y table, and it's quite solid. I like that. And maybe we could put like some of the if we use these like sofa chairs around it instead, rather than just using the little chairs all the time. I just like to make things a little bit different sometimes, and I really like that layout with the benches at the table. The only problem with using the benches at the table is, of course, that I need a lot of chairs. But we can put a couple of the stone benches in the garden to count towards the chairs. I need to fit another table in though. Maybe one of the small decorative ones next to the chair. Yep, that's going to work. So that's our 3 tables done. I haven't put any lights up yet, so let's put the chandelier in the roof. That does count towards the decoration. And that actually fit on the roof this time. So it's only certain roofs that don't seem to like you putting the chandelier on them. You can use this beautiful still life picture in our dining room. I like doing that a lot, putting that in the dining rooms. Put the candelabra on the table when I can get it to sit. There we go. Like that. So we need 11 pieces of decoration. We've got 3 so far. We can add some things to the kitchen. We can even add some more lights on the walls. Some bread maybe on the table itself. Maybe some bread and some cheese or something on the table. There is a nice big like cheese wheel. Yeah, bread and cheese on the table. Good staple food, that. And a knife and fork to cut the cheese, if I can. Again, if I can get it to stay on the table. Thank you. So we could add another piece of furniture in the middle here. Or we could add some decoration like some food produce, or maybe a bucket and a mop or something. Lavender. And how about some apples? And a bucket. And a broom. Yes, very practical. Very practical, Kitty, and that's got our 11 decorations as well. I do like the table with the bench seats. Nice. Yes, I'm happy with that. Let's add a carpet or 2 near the doors. And then I think we can move on to the garden section. There we go. Give you a view of everything that I've done. So this corner, I think, because we've short some, we could put the garden there, or you could like put a bench at either side, and because we're short of benches we could have done that, but do you know what, I think we can put benches. We can put a couple on the side of the house here, and then if we come to the front next to the stairs we can put one here, and that will make us our chair total as well. And then we're in winter. Water source would be very useful. It says we should plant 4 flowers and 3 trees, but in the middle of winter I'm not sure that you would have any flowers. In fact, you definitely wouldn't have flowers unless you've got very specific types of plants. And the flowers that we've got here are all more spring-summer flowers, I think. So that's not accurate because it's snowy, but it's a game, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. See, I'm leaning towards the pink flowers recently, aren't I? I like it though. Right, and then the 3 trees can go anywhere, so we'll have a look at the outside of the house just before we pop the trees down, and that will send us back home. And we'll use the smaller trees because they're just easier to place. Oh, we put the well there, so we'll have to move that further away. One there. And one here. Da da da! And we made about 4,000 gold coins off that particular build. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!